Hey everyone, welcome in another video and welcome in another chit chat. My name is Anna if you are for the very first time here, and I hope you will find something useful and inspirational. You will grab the tips as well, and maybe you will take them away and experiment and create something very incredible. Today's video is going to be flower making. You know how much I love flowers. I can't just simply live without them. This is a box with my flowers halfway through, and I thought, well, it might be a good time to top it up and create something new, something different, something very light, very pastelish, because I love pastel delicate colors. So today's video is going to be about flowers in light tones. So I'm going to reverse the camera and let's meet at my desk and let's crack on making flowers together. So here we are at my desk, and this is the flowers we will be making today. They are very light, very fluffy, very dimensional, and they are super beautiful for any of your scrapbooking project or mixed media. They will finish your project really beautifully, really nicely. So let's dive into it. Let's create those flowers together. I will be working with Lady E Design dies and the Flower 001. This is one of the most popular dies Lady E ever released, and I'm really sure most of you have this set in your stash, so it's about the time to grab this set and we can enjoy it together making flowers. So let me just put that aside and we can just crack on with making flowers. So I will be creating a large flower today. You can create same flowers in a different size, smaller or larger, depends whatever you choose to use them for, and I will be working with the largest die set. In this set you have 5 different sizes, so it's entirely your choice whichever size you will pick. So let's dive into it. So I have very light pink foam miran, and when I'm cutting my foam miran, I'm always folding in a couple of layers, 2 or 4 or 3, depends of the length of the strips when I'm cutting from the whole sheet. So I have 2 layers here, so I'm gonna just apply the color on them. And I've discovered something absolutely wonderful. One of my crafty friends, Isabella, my crafty sister Isabella, she shared the inspiration with me and she recommended to me the inscribable pastels. I was like, should I really give it a shot? Should I really purchase something? Should I really actually invest in more crafts? But then I thought, you know what, just give it a shot, give it a try to see how it gets, and then we can decide if it's any good. So I have a set of 64 colors, and this is my set. They are fairly affordable, and there are different brands on the market, so it's entirely your choice whatever you choose. So I'm gonna create flower like this. It's gonna be bluish purplish. Although I'm working with a light pink foam miran, you can still change the color and just highlight it nicely. So let's dive into it. Let's make this flower together. I will be working with a baby wipe, and my baby wipe is not as wet as I took it out from the package. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna just wrap it around my finger like so, and I'm gonna just spray a little bit of water just to make it moisturize. So I'm gonna just spray a little bit of water, and I'm gonna grab my first color. My first color will be purple. This purple will do the trick. So I'm applying directly a bit of a pigment on the tissue like so, and I'm just smushing like that. So I'm not actually covering the whole foam miran. I'm just smushing in places, like concentrating at the edges of my layer, in 2 petals and then in between like so, and then same I'm going to repeat on the second layer. So a bit of a on 2 petals and then in the between across like so. Then I can reverse my formula and the back, and then can apply the color as well. There we go. This flower making tutorial, it's very simple, very great for beginners. So if you're starting your flower journey, then this is definitely something where you could benefit from. You know, I like to keep things simple. I don't like things overcomplicated, and I always share the easiest way to achieve something really, really pretty. So I've got a purple added. Now I'm gonna add a bit of a blue. Now, because the in scribble pastels, they are very highly pigmented. You don't need to take a lot of ink on it, a lot of pigment, because it will last and last and last. Can you see how highly pigmented that is? So I'm gonna just smush that like so. There we go. Then reverse it at the back and do exactly same process. There we go. So I'm working on both sides, the top and the bottom layer. Now, if you fancy add the ink into your top layer only, then it's absolutely fine. However, when you lift the flower, it's always nice that it has the color added on the other side as well, because if you stick your flower on any project, it's nicely picking through the colors from underneath as well. So my layers are ready. I'm gonna just move my pastels aside and I'm gonna bring the iron. So my iron is just the ordinary iron. The steam is off and my temperature on the iron is between 2 and 3 dots. Now you can test your formula on 2 dots first and see how it's shaping, using some scraps first, and then if it's not curling very nicely, then you can slightly increase the temperature. Don't go directly to the end, just slightly, it's like you work it through, and then you can decide if it works fine for you. So I'm going to apply first layer on my iron like so for a couple of seconds, and when it starts curling, I'm going to just release it like this. So then I'm going to grab all the petals together without much thinking, just whole petals together, and then I'm going to just roll it on my hand like so. I'm aiming to make a creases at the end of the petals, at the edges of the petals, and that way my flower will have nice look on the petals, so they will be a little bit crinkled, they will be a little bit wavy. And I'm going to repeat exactly same steps on the second layer. So on the iron for a couple of seconds, release it, and then grab the all petals together. Then roll it on my hand, like so. And that's the effect what I'm aiming for. So I'm going to just move my iron on aside, and we're going to move on to shape our petals. So to shape my petals, I will need embossing tool like this with a very large ball. Because I'm creating very large flower, it's always good to actually have the size of a different balls. I have the set of 5 different sizes, and it's always good to invest in those tools if you are going to make lots of different flowers, because you will be using them on and on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place the ball from the bottom of each petal like so, and just gently pushing like that. So that way I'm creating a little bit of a bump on my petal, but I'm concentrating in the center towards the center of the whole flower. So the creases at the end, they are still visible. And I'm going to repeat the exactly same process on all of the petals like so. Okay. Now, like I said, for this flower tutorial, you're not going to need so many advanced tools. The main tools what you're going to need is your embossing tool, a couple of stamens, hot glue, and that's it. So now I'm going to just press in center like so, and that way my petals get lifted up, and in the center I have a nice bump there when I can actually attach my stamens, like so. I'm going to repeat exactly same process on the second layer. I'm going to just tell you all exactly what I'm doing step by step, so you're not going to get lost. So from the bottom, pushing each petal on the embossing tool like this. Just gently, gently, gently. Okay. So the ends of the petals, they still have a nice creases, but our petals have a nice shape. There we go. I'm gonna just press in the center. As you can see, you don't need much of the experience. It's very simple, very easy, and you can just shape the petals just using your hand. Okay. So now we just need to add the stamens, and I've got 3 different colors of stamens. I have a very light pink, blue, and a brownish. So I'm gonna grab a few of each. Maybe I'll take 3 of pink. Maybe I'll take 3 of blue, and maybe I'll take 4 of brown ones. Okay, so I'm gonna just even them up like so. You don't have to be super precise, just roughly even them up like so. There we go. Just brown one, slightly picking it a little bit too far. There we go. So I have them even up now. I can fold them in half like so, and I need my floral wire. Now I'm gonna attach my stamens on my wire like so. There we go. And we're going through the first layer. So I'm gonna just push it through the center like so. Because you have loads of stamens, just be gentle so you're not gonna rip your formiran, you're not gonna rip your layers. Okay, so we are gone through. Now I'm gonna bring my hot glue gun. I'm gonna add a bit of a glue at the bottom of my stamens like so, and then I'm gonna just push it, my petals, up like so. Okay, and then because the hot glue is still hot, I can just move my stamens just to separate them, so they will be nicely, there we go, creating the center for my flower. So that's what we have so far. Now we're going to use the second layer, and I'm going to just push it through the center like so. We're going to position our petals so not overlapping, and that way our flower will have a nice round look. Now before you seal the layers, you can just move your petals, move your layers across until you're happy with the final look of your flower, like so. And then you can just add the glue between the layers. So just push a little bit down, squish a bit of a glue, like so, and then push your layers down. Now you can put it in between of your fingers like so, and just gently pushing it like this as well. Okay, and this is our flower, it's ready. Now we can just chop off the excess of my stamens, add a bit of a glue to seal our stamens so they're not gonna fall apart. And here we go, our flower is ready. Let me bring the others so you can see closer. Now I've got a blue one, I've got a pink one, and with a bit of a yellow, and for this one I've added a bit of a glitter as well. That's how you can finish your flowers. And I also have a beige one with different stamens as well. So I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope you found it inspirational. I hope you'll learn some tips of what you can do and how you can apply the different colors. And till the next time, my lovely friends, I'd love to see your flowers, what you will create. Till the next time, bye for now.